Hi guys, welcome to my very first video here on YouTube. Today we are going in and doing some Nightmare Before Christmas nails. These nails here are about 3.5 weeks old. I'm going to take off all of the product and prep the nails. After doing so, I go in with my Fusion cleanser. This cleanser, you guys, is wonderful. It smells so amazing, just like watermelons. I absolutely love it. Once I've done all my prep, I do go in with Fusion Gription and then Fusion Pink Base. The base from Fusion also comes in clear. After that, we're going in with Light Elegance's Black Magic. This color, you guys, is so stunning. There are so many different colors in it. It was from an old collection and they did re-release it not too long ago, and I knew that I had to have it. I am using the Accents Art number 4 brush. This brush has been my glitter brush for a very long time. I always go back to this. I know a lot of people will switch out their color brush once it's kind of used and abused and make that their color or their glitter brush, but I've always used this one. I really like it. After applying the glitter, we are going to go in with some color. My color brush is the Amore Ultima. I believe it's the number 6. I've had this brush for about 3 years. Yes, this exact brush for 3 years. I love this brush. I don't think I could ever do my color with a different brush. I've tried and I always go back to this one. Here we are going in with Light Elegance's Black Tie. Black Tie is my favorite black gel of life. I have not found a better black gel. This one is the best in my opinion. I place my gel about a quarter way down the nail and then use my brush in a pushing motion up to the cuticle and sidewalls. This allows me to get a really nice clean application without flooding the cuticle area or sidewalls. Again, pushing the gel up into that cuticle area. And when I get to the sidewall, I like to turn my brush so I get a nice, tight, clean application. Now going in with I'd Like to Thank the Academy. This gel, you guys, is probably one of my most favorite gels of life. This gel came out in the fall 2017 collection and I am in love with it. I made all my clients get it when I received it into my collection. So on this nail I'm going to do a little bit of a patchwork design, so I'm not too concerned of how messy the lines are because I am going to go over and do a little stitch work. So again, with that pushing motion, and I'm not too concerned with how straight the line is because like I said, we are going to go over top of it with a little bit of stitch work. Now going in with Starlit, another one of my favorites from that exact fall collection. Again, not too concerned with how straight the lines are. Now going in with the Prisma Elite Gel from Amore in yellow. I love the Elite Gels, you guys. They are one of my most favorite to hand paint with. They're so pigmented. They have no problems curing. They are excellent. Sorry it's out of frame here. Now going in with Light Elegance's Don't Be Shy. This color is one of my most favorites too. Let's be real, I think they're all my favorite. Just filling in the remainder area there on the patch nail. Now I'm going to go in with the Prisma Elite Gel in white, and I'm going to do a kind of rough circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. I can go in and refine it after. I love the white. It is so pigmented, it covers over black, covers over any color. It's wonderful. A lot of people ask me if I embed my art or if I do it on top, and honestly, it just depends on the day. Now going in with the Detailer number 2 brush from Ugly Duckling. Guys, this is my brush. This is my ride or die. This is my holy grail. This brush is my everything, and I love it. I do all my hand painting with it. Taking some of that Amore Elite Black, we are just going to map out my design. I always like to start in the middle just to ensure that everything is going to fit. Now, here's a little tip for you guys. Whenever you're doing art or even your gel application, make sure to brace that pinky, whether it be on you or your client. That's just going to ensure that you have stability and that your lines are going to be nice and clean. When doing any hand painting, you want to make sure that your brush is properly loaded. See that little ball at the end? You do not want that. You want to make sure that the gel is dispersed through the bristles properly, nice and even, to get that nice clean look. The red I'm using here for the nose and the collar is Accents Gel Play Paint in red. Now, going in with the Prisma Elite Gel in Gnarly Navy, mixed with a little bit of purple, I'm using an eyeshadow applicator and just sponging it on. Again, going in with that same yellow gel paint, but this time it's mixed with a little bit of white, just to lighten it a little bit. Using that gnarly navy blue from Amore, I am going to attempt a swirl. Guys, I can paint a lot of things, but swirls, they are my nemesis. But that's okay. I wanted it a little more edgy, a little less perfect, if you will. I'm just adding a little bit of that purple blue color just to give it a little bit of definition. Using the Gel Play paint in green from Accents, I'm just going to kind of map out figure out where I want this guy to go. If you see my brush moving and there's no paint going on, that's just me trying to figure out in my mind where the next step is going to be placed. I didn't like how the mouth was looking, so I just went back in with some of that green and just made the mouth a little bit smaller. Light Elegance's white swimsuit is such a beautiful white, and it goes on so good. It's got a little bit of a pearly finish to it. My clients love it. It's just gorgeous. After doing my random strings, I'm just going back in with the same colors that I used for the patchwork and just doing little bulbs. Because I'm using the Light Elegance gel, it tends to disperse more than a gel paint, so I am flash curing in between. Now using the Ugly Duckling striper brush, another one of my favorites, I'm just going to go in and do a little bit of line work. This brush is wonderful for line work, guys. If you don't have it, it's a definite in your collection. A little trick I have for doing line work is rotating the finger and the brush. So you can see how I'm moving her finger up when I want to move the brush down. I find that just gives a little bit more stability rather than pulling your brush too. Using a random dotting tool, I'm just placing a few polka dots to mimic the patchwork on Sally's dress. This brush from Amore is their twin brush. So this side is the number 6 oval and the other side is the number 4 flat. This brush has been my builder brush for probably 3 years. And again, yes, this exact brush. I love the Amore brushes, guys. They last so long. Now going in with my favorite sculpting gel of life, the Amore Sculpt and Shine. The best viscosity for me. Once I have built the nails, finished filed the nails, we end up with this. I added a few Swarovski crystals, guys, just to bling it up a little bit. Went in with my accent Shine On, my favorite top coat of life. Doesn't crack, doesn't dull, it's beautiful. And last but not least, after I've given my clients a nice hand rub and some cuticle oil, I go in with my LCN Super Shine. It is a wonderful finish cleaner, guys, and it brings the nails back to life. Here's the finished product. I hope you guys love this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Thank you.